And next we have Dylan in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Extremely unusual.
Hello, Dylan?
Hi. Extremely unusual.
Dylan, are you on? Hello? You're on the air,
That
bud.
was an interesting thing to walk into.
Okay.
Are you there?
I guess he's not.
Wait. Are you there?
Dylan?
No, this is not Don, but I've come into a...
Okay, this caller isn't working. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's something bad.
Darn.
Right. So much for one.
I'd like to address that question anyway.
Oh, if that was...
The question on the screening thing was, can you prove that Jesus is not real?
Mm-hmm.
Martin, can you?
We're not trying to prove that Jesus is not real.
Yeah.
We're just responding to the claims and the arguments that we get from theists. In terms of if you want to ask, do we think there was a historical Jesus? My answer is, there probably was, to some degree, an actual historical figure who might have inspired the gospel character. But whatever scant and minuscule evidence we have, does any of it go to prove any of the supernatural claims about that character that are made in the Gospels? No, we have nothing like that at all. So, yeah, may have been a real guy, but was he a divine being who became a zombie and no?
My answer that I've written about at length on the blog is there may have been a real guy named Jesus who was vaguely a jumping off point for the stories about Jesus who was written about in the Bible. I don't know whether there was or not. I think it's too far back in history for historians to really be sure, and there's not enough contemporary writings about it. But if there was a Jesus, I think he's as much the Jesus of the Bible as Larry David's friend Kramer was the real Kramer from Seinfeld. In other words, there was a real guy named Kramer, but he didn't do all the things that happened in Seinfeld. He was just sort of a quirky character whose ideas, whose behavior inspired the guy who did all that crazy stuff that was portrayed on the show.
Right.
So,
that would not be unusual.
But can I prove that within, beyond unreasonable doubt? No. I mean, no, except to say that I don't think that any evidence indicates that somebody can curse a fig tree and make it die and turn, and feed people with one loaf and fish.
And when you get right down to it, whether or not Jesus existed, I think, is not quite so relevant to us and to atheists in America as the fact that Christianity definitely does exist. And so we have to deal with that in our day-to-day lives. So, that's more relevant.